Travel simple. Travel with ease. Stress-free journey. Your education and travel simplified. Travel with ease. Knowledge needs to stop it. See the world a smarter way. See the world with ease.
Right now, somewhere in the world, someone just landed in a country they have never been to before. They didn't come from a wealthy family. They didn't get a loan. They didn't win anything. They just knew something that most people sitting at home right now do not know. And in the next 50 minutes, you are going to know it too. Welcome to Travel with Ease. I am Abiodun Samson. Stay with me. This will change everything.
We read, review, and see the world with ease. Learn as you travel, travel with ease. Travel with ease, stress-free journeys. Your education, travel simplified. Travel with ease, knowledge need to stop. See the world the smarter way. From visas and flights to places to go. Books that teach you all you should know. We read, review, and see the world with ease. Learn as you travel, travel with ease. Travel with ease, stress-free journeys. Your education, travel simplified. Travel with ease, knowledge need to stop. See the world the smarter way. From visas and flights to places to go. Books that teach you all you should know. We read, review, and see the world with ease. Learn as you travel, travel with ease. Travel with ease, stress-free journeys. Your education, travel simplified. Travel with ease, knowledge need to stop.
Good afternoon and welcome to Travel with Ease on JDN Radio 101.5 FM. And last week we've started an interesting topic, a topic that teaches us how we can actually travel on a low budget. And last week I said that what if somebody can travel with 50,000 naira if well planned, and you can check into a beautiful place and you can actually enjoy yourself. And today I will be continue from where we stopped last week. And for those that are just joining us today that is still thinking of what we talked about. So last week we've talked about a lot of things about low budget travel, what it means to travel on a low budget. A low budget does not mean maybe you are not trying to spend your money on the travel. It's just about you planning, knowing the right thing to do. And this afternoon, I will just take us a run through of what we discussed last week. And last week, I talked about budget travel, and I said budget travel are travel that we plan them on purpose. We don't just say we are traveling. We don't just wake up one morning and decide to leave. We would have planned them based on our destination, based on our timing, based on all that we need to do in that travel destination. And that is what I said about planning on a budget travel. And also I talked about you seeing the difference between someone that spent 2 million on a trip and someone that spent 400,000 on a trip. And I said when it comes to travel, your destination is the first thing, your timing is the second point, your accommodation strategy is another thing, and the fourth point is your daily habits. And the fifth one I talked about is your mindset. And I said that the truth is that the biggest barrier to budget travel is not money, Yes, it is not money. It is the story we tell ourselves about what travel is supposed to look like. We feel that when we travel, we should have enough so we can buy so much and give out so much, and people will know that we have traveled. Travel is just about you experiencing that place. And like I said, traveling is not like you are going there. When you travel, you're going to start picking money there, and when you come back, you become richer. No, you have already giving out all you have to the economy of the country you want to enjoy. And if you'll be traveling on a trip being planned, it can be for a tourist. And a tourist might be a 1 week, 2 weeks, or max a month. And even if you just want to enjoy yourself to the maximum, you can make it maybe 3 month list. But then you know what's going to happen. Money is not coming in for that 3 months, and you are in another economy, spending your money and all of that. So that is why most people, when they go there, they are tourists. Maybe 2 weeks max is 4 weeks. And also said that changing your mindset is important. Some people feel when they want to travel, it has to be grand. It does not have to be grand. You have to plan towards it. And today, I will be giving us tips on how we can plan towards it, when to know when to book your flights, the best time for you to travel, and how you can plan a short travel even if you do not have much. You don't need to break the bank, you don't need to get a loan. You just need the right information. And when you get the right information, you plan towards it, and by the time you know what is happening, you are on your journey. So call everyone, because I will be dishing out more of this afternoon on the program Travel with Ease. And travel expert would not be available, but he has dropped some of the reactions to some messages that have been sent last week. And I will be reading the responses to those that sent in their message last week. Do not forget, the program is still Travel with Ease, and we are talking about how you can travel on a low budget. Let's take a moment.
Travel with ease, knowledge me pissed off. See the world the smarter way. From visas and flights to places to go. Books that teach you all you should know. We read, review, and see the world with ease. Learn as you travel, travel with ease. Travel with ease, stress-free journeys. Your education, travel simplified. Travel with ease, knowledge me pissed off. See the world the smarter way. From visas and flights to places to go. Books that teach you all you should know. We read, review, and see the world with ease. Learn as you travel, travel with ease. Travel with ease, stress-free journeys. Your education, travel simplified. Travel with ease, knowledge me pissed off. See the world the smarter way.
Welcome back. If you're just tuning in, it's still Travel with Ease on your dial 101.5 FM, the only radio station that is broadcasting for all. And I will be starting with a question someone sent that said that, what are some affordable international destinations that are great for first-time budget travelers? This question came in right about when we were about finishing last week, and we do not have enough time to take in the question. And the response is in different ways, depending on your choice of destination. Depending on your choice of destination. But before I move to that question, the first thing I want to know is that, let us know your destination. Is it a Southeast Asia country or African country? It depends before answering the question. So the response he gave on a general note is that a budget traveler, if you are someone that plans your travel on a budget, that means you would enjoy it, because and you're traveling for the first time. So if you're traveling to countries like Thailand, Vietnam, Indonesia, and Philippines, they offer what we call incredible quality of life at a very low cost. Now, as you know that for you to get to that destination, you cannot actually get a direct flight to those destinations. So it has, or it will be needing a transit visa, like I've said before on this program on transit visa. So if you are picking a country like Vietnam, let's say for example, I'm just answering this on a general note, you can eat a full delicious local meal for less than $2 to $3. Yes, that was what he said. And he said a clean guest house or hostel in Thailand can cost you like $8 to $25 per night. So you can see that you can budget depending on the country that you are picking. And this particular place we picked because they have beautiful beaches, they have ancient temples, they have rich culture, and the people there are friendly. So all, if you will be going out, you can just budget like $30 to $50 per day, depending on how you want to go around that place. And when it comes to Africa, now many Nigerians don't realize that African countries are affordable for you to go. They are affordable. If you are a first-time traveler, you can try African countries for the first time. There are some places you can decide to take buses down there, and you're actually going to enjoy yourself with nothing less than 350,000 to 400,000. Yes, they will take care of you getting your visa, getting into that place, or your e-visa, getting into the African countries. And I have few of them here. You can try Morocco, you can try Rwanda, and you can try Ghana, and we have Kenya as well. You should know that they would offer you something easy. For Ghana, it's easy for Nigerians to visit, no language barrier. They have rich history, great beaches, and affordable local food. And you enjoy yourself in Ghana. It's as if being in Nigeria, but it's just that the scene and everything will be quite different. So if you are thinking of Eastern Europe, you can also get something affordable that would not actually break the bank for you. So for Eastern Europe, we are looking at countries like Georgia, we are looking at Albania, we are looking at Poland and Romania. I know you've heard of those countries before, but they are very easy. If you plan, you can actually enjoy yourself, because for tourists, yes, for tourists. For in Georgia, in that country, you said the wine is practically free. Their food is rich and affordable, and the landscape is breathtaking. But you should know that you'd have to watch out for cold and all of that. Then for Poland and Romania, they have affordable accommodation and food. Now, for you to plan your budget, you would have picked your destination and see the accommodation and all of that. So that is that for that question, because you are not being specific about the area that you are actually going for. And someone is saying, what is the best time of the year to book flights for the cheapest fare? Now, this question is one of the most important things every traveler needs to understand, and most people get it completely wrong. The cheapest time to book is different from the time to travel. Now, when you book around January to early February, right after Christmas and New Year, airlines are desperately trying to fill seats because everyone has already traveled and they are trying to recover all that they've spent. So this is when you see some of the lowest fares of the entire year. That is January, February. Then you can also get the cheapest fare around August to September. After the summer rush ends, airlines drop prices significantly in this window because they are trying to get customers. So if you've booked your tickets as at this period, it will really pays off well. Then another days to fly cheaply, the cheapest days to fly. Now I'm giving you this if you do not know the cheapest day to fly. The cheapest day for you to fly are Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. These are statistically the cheapest days to be on a plane. Avoid Fridays and Sundays because it is for business travelers and weekend travelers, and they pushes the prices on those days. So if you are budgeting on your travel, pick those days so that it will save you a whole lot. So what I just said now is the cheapest time of the year to travel, not to book. to travel, book your tickets around January to early February and August to September. And days to travel will be Tuesdays, Wednesday, and Saturday. So if you've planned all of these, when picking your ticket, you see the days it's going to fall and it's going to help you out. And also we have what we call a shoulder season. This is the period just before or just after the peak tourist season. And this is when those that are going to Europe, they can book their ticket around April, May, September, and October, and it helps them to get something very cheap. And for those that are going to African countries, they can book around March, April, then October, November. So it depends. And if you are booking for domestic flights, make sure the advance should be 1 to 3 months. Yes. People will tell you there that they are coming to Nigeria, they've already booked they are telling you January that they are coming home maybe by May, and they said they've already booked their ticket. You should know that it is on a budget. It's not like it's the cheap flight that they've booked. So if it is a domestic flight, booking in advance should be 1 to 3 months in advance. If it's an international flight, it can be 2 to 6 months in advance. 2 to 6 months in advance. Because when you book too early, 8 to 12 months is not always cheaper. Airlines start the high introductory fee as at that time. So booking too late at the last minute can be a gamble for you, because sometimes cheap often can be very, very expensive. You know, we've talked about that. Cheap can always be very expensive. So for domestic flights, make sure you book 1 to 3 months in advance. For international flights, make sure you book 2 to 6 months in advance. So that is for that questions. I hope I've answered some. And if you want to travel at the cheapest days, that is Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. And days to book your time to book your ticket is January to early February. And I told you the reason that right after Christmas and New Year's, airlines want customers, they want to get people in, so they will have to attract them with lower rates. Then as time goes on, as the seats of the plane is almost filling up, they start increasing the price. And the best days to travel are Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturday. Let's take a moment.
Travel with peace. Travel with ease. Stress-free journeys. Your education. Travel simplified. Travel with ease. Knowledge meet discover. See the world the smarter way. From visas and flights to places to go. Books that teach you all you should know. We read, review, and guide your way. Learning and travel, side by side each day. Travel with ease, plan it right. Education and travel simplified. Travel with ease, day or night. Your trusted voice on radio. With Abiodun Samson on the mic. Every Wednesday, 3 p.m. to 4 p.m. On JDN Radio 101.5 FM. Every with peace. Their education and travel simple. Travel with ease. Stress-free journey. Your education and travel simplified. Travel with ease, knowledge meets discovery. See the world a smarter way. Travel with ease.
Welcome back. Do you know that inspiration and motivation, they are very good without you listening? When you listen to inspiration of how you can travel, they give you motivation. But when you have motivation without actions, it's nothing. When you are inspired without a clear way to do things, It's nothing, because inspiration without a plan fades by tomorrow. But a plan, when you have a plan changes everything. I could tell you that with 2,000 naira, you can actually enjoy yourself in the pace center of Ibadan. With 5,000 naira, you can enjoy the life of yourself in Ibadan. With 10,000 naira, you can enjoy yourself. Have a good, lovely day with yourself. Just go around Ibadan. But the plan is the most important thing. That with 10,000 naira, how am I going to do that? So, and that is why I want to bring everything that we've discussed, how you can plan your first budget trip from zero to your boarding gate in a simple step you can start today. Now, the first step, which you all know, that you need to make a decision. Making a decision does not mean you tell yourself that I want to travel, then you just go over it. Everything starts here, not with money, not with a passport, but with a decision. Because if you do not have a decision, then your plan is not going to work. So you need to decide that you are going to travel. There are some people, they tell them that you will travel, they will just accept passively, but they are not convinced that they will travel. They don't even have it in their plans that they will travel. So the first thing is that you should make a decision. And making a decision is you picking a destination, even if it feels out of reach right now. Even if you feel like, how am I going to get there? Making a decision is writing it down, saying it loud, tell someone. You know, there is something powerful that happens in your brain the moment you commit yourself to do something. You feel that I've committed myself to doing this thing and I'm going to do it. So once you do that, that means you don't need to know how yet. You just need to decide that you will. And you can do that by writing it that I'm traveling to the United Kingdom at so time. Write it, and that is just the beginning of your journey. You've already written it down and you've decided. The step 2 is to get the document. Don't just write it like they would tell you. I don't want to go to the other part that I'm about to say now. Like, just write it and put it in a particular place and keep praying. No, you have to find every necessary things that will take you there. So after writing it and making a decision that I'm traveling to this particular country, or I'm going to this particular country to do a particular thing and I want to work towards it and it's going to be a success, that means you need to get your documents in order. So don't say that you just put it there, you've made a decision, there is no need of you to do anything. You cannot just fold your hands. Even if they say that you're going to be the richest man in Nigeria, does not mean you don't have to put in an effort. You need to put in an effort, because they will only pay for your skills, knowledge, and every other thing, and that is how you're going to get rich. If you don't have a value to sell, then what are people paying for? That means is either you're planning for a scamming people or fraud. So that is when you can just fold your hands and just think magic, it's going to happen. It's not going to happen like that. So the step 2 is that you get your documents in order. Now, before you spend a single naira on flights or hotels, or you need to sort out your documents. That is the most important thing. Make sure that your international passport is valid, and make sure it has at least 6 months beyond your intended travel date. Make sure it has at least 6 months before your intended travel date. It does not really matter if it's an African country that you are going to. It does not really matter if you are going internationally. It does not really matter. So make sure that your documents are in place. So if your passport has expired, you don't have one, you know where to go. You need to go to the Nigerian Immigration Service website and begin your process from there. You are just, every day or every time you make a move on that, you are stepping closer to going to that particular destination. So don't wait until you are ready to travel. Get the passports. Having it make travel feel real and possible, because holding it tells you that other things is for you to go to the website of the particular country that you're going to, you want to visit, and then you make your request. If it's a tourist, you pick. If it's for study, you pick. If it's for work, you pick. Don't make that mistake. We treat that about 2 weeks ago, the difference between work, tourist, and study visa. So don't make a mistake. And after that, having it make it feel real for you and possible. Then, after you've gotten all your documents sorted, your visa and everything is in place, then you now work on the visa requirement for your choosing destination. It's very easy. Just go to the website of the particular country that you are going, it is easy for you to read and digest. If you feel when you read you don't understand, try to get someone that can read, digest, explain everything to you, or you can just try to copy it out and see a way in which the internet can downgrade every of the grammar to a 3-year-old English that you're going to understand. It's very, very easy. And if you can understand that, maybe because of the grammar and everything, to break it down in pieces for you. And then you can now know, okay, for me to go here, I need to have this in place, I need to have that in place. And that is another point. Research your destination. Some countries offer visas on arrival for Nigerians. You need to know that. Other requires advanced application. Know this early so it doesn't become a last-minute surprise to you. Now, getting information, it's the difference between those that enjoy their travel on a low budget and you that is thinking that I need to spend this amount of money to get to my destination. And also, getting your travel insurance is important. I know many people skip this. You don't have to do that. Getting a basic travel insurance policy costs at least $20 to $40 to protect you from medical emergencies, from flight cancellations, and loss of luggage. It is not a luxury. It is common sense. It is not a luxury. It is common sense. When you have this, if your luggage is missing, you can always sue the airplane. You can always sue them and get coverage of everything that you have there. I have a partner that traveled and he was making preparation, getting snails, getting fish, frying everything, packing all of those things. And he lost that luggage. And what he did, because he has an insurance, he found the necessary things he need and he recovered all of every penny spent. He listed all that is in his bag and they paid him in full. He didn't get to see the luggage. So if you do not have a travel insurance, it will affect you if you lose your luggage or your flight is being cancelled or you have for medical emergencies and all of that. That is why travel insurance is important. It is not a luxury. It is common sense. So let's take a moment. When I come back, we'll continue from steps that you need to take for you to travel on a low budget.
Open your mind, see the world with ease. Learn as you travel, travel with peace. Oh, travel with peace. Stress-free journey. Your education and travel simplified. Travel with ease. Knowledge meets discovery. See the world this smarter way. From visas and flights to places to go. Books that teach you all you should know. We read, review, and guide your way. Learning and travel side by side each day. Oh, travel with ease. Learn it right. Education and travel simplified. Travel with ease. They are.
Alright, welcome back. You still travel with ease on your dial 101.5 FM, JDN Radio, the only radio station that is broadcasting for all. And you know that we are situated at 1 Church Street, Joyce B Road, OYEDELE, in the city of Ibadan, Nigeria. And then I'm still on that step. That's steps that you take after getting motivated. That's steps that you take after getting inspired. So you'll know that it's not all about the motivation. It's not all about the inspiration. It's all about planning. And when you plan right, you would find that you will enjoy your journey on a fee that you've calculated, that you've budgeted, and it's going to be an interesting journey for you. So the next step is building your travel fund. Yes. When I started, I said that you are going to pick your destination. You don't even know, maybe you have ₦0 in your bank account. That does not really matter. Getting your document in place, very important. And your travel insurance, very important. Like I said, that it is common sense getting your travel insurance. It covers unseen circumstances that might happen, your luggage and everything. But once you have that, you can always file, you can always sue the airlines for your luggage and all of that. So the third step is you building your travel fund. How? Now, there are, when we talk about money, but differently from how most people think about it. Now, you need to ask yourself, do I have enough money to travel? That's the first question you ask yourself. How much do I need? And how do I get there? If you've sat down, you've gone to the website, you've seen what it requires for the visa processing and application, you would have known that, oh, the visa application is about $50, $100, just an assumption. And then, okay, then you look at the flights that will take you there. You look at how long you want to stay. You've checked your hotel booking. We'll still go on there. I'm just looking at it, and you felt, okay, I want to plan on this. Now, there is a simple method that will work if you put discipline to it, because I might tell you a lot of things to do, but if you do not, if you felt like it's not important I travel, I don't actually need it, then you might not want to. First is that you need to research your total trip costs, your flights, your accommodation, your feeding, your transport, activities, and emergency funds. You add everything up. Then when you add everything up and you know, let's say, for example, everything costs you to go to an African country, let's say, is maybe you still want to get some things when you get there to do this, to just flex a bit. Let's just approximate everything to 600,000 naira. And then when you sum everything up, you can divide that number by the number of weeks you have before your travel date. You you divide that number by the number of weeks you have before your travel date. That weekly number is your saving target for the week. You know that you need to save this particular amount of money for this week if you're planning to travel. For example, if your total trip budget is 300,000 naira and you want to travel in 6 months, you have to spend 300,000 naira and you have to travel in 6 months. That is roughly 26 weeks. And you need to save approximately 11,500 naira per week. And that is about 1,650 naira per day. And that is less than many people spend on data, on snacks, on your impulse buying daily. You know, at times you just felt like, I want to just have the snacks, and you just get it and you just eat them, and it's not even on your budget for that day. What you have on your budget is your transportation to your workplace, to get something to drink if you feel dehydrated, and that is all. But you just felt you want to have this, and that is impulsive. It's not part of what you're supposed to get that day. It's not part of your planning. So open a dedicated savings account for travel only. Make sure you treat this like a bill, like NEPA bill. Treat it like the food bill. Treat it like a data bill. You know, data bill is a kind of bill we pay irrespective of if we've eaten or not. Just because we need to connect with people, we need to get job done, we need to send files to where is necessary for it to give us something better. We do that, and we need data. So when you are planning for a trip, you need to treat that savings like a bill. You need to treat it like a bill. Set up an automatic transfer on your account. I don't know the account that you use, but make sure you set an automatic transfer, so it will help you. So before you touch anything else, you'll be amazed how quickly this money will grow. And when you stop treating it as if it's an option, you treat it as a bill, it's going to help. And the more you look at it, the more you see that I'm closer to getting to that my travel destination. And I will be stopping there right now. And if you have any questions, you want to be part of us in the studio, we are live on Facebook on JDN Radio 101.5 FM, and also on YouTube on JDN Radio 101.5 FM. You can also listen to us anywhere you are in the world on www.jdnradio1015.com and on Radio Garden, JDN Radio 101.5 FM. And I'm also live on TikTok right now on Travel with Ease. Just type in Travel with Ease and you will see me live. So you want to be part of the conversation, you can drop your messages there. Or you can also call into the studio on 07048 001015 and 08022102163, 08022102163 and 07048001015. And you can also send in a WhatsApp message to be part of the conversation this afternoon on 091 320 69135. 091-320-69135. You can send your WhatsApp messages there. Only WhatsApp message only, so I can read them out and answers if possible. And you can pull a call through into the studio on 07048 001015 and 08022102163. It's still Trouble with Ease. Let's take a moment. When I come back, we'll continue to the next step, which is step 4 on booking your flight smartly.
Simplified. Travel with ease. They are now books that teach you all you should know. We read, review, and guide your way. Learning and travel side by side each day. Oh, travel with ease. Learn it right. Education and travel simplified. Travel with ease. They are now books that teach you all you should know. We read, review, and guide your way. Learning and travel side by side each day. Oh, travel with ease. Learn it right. Education and travel simplified. Travel with ease. They are now books that teach you all you should know. We read, review, and guide your way. Each day, oh, travel with ease. Learn it right. Education and travel simplified. Travel with ease. They are now books that teach you all you should know. We read.
Alright, welcome back. So let's quickly move to the step 4 of booking your flight smartly. Yes. So once you have your savings building, it's time to start monitoring the flight. And that is where it gets sweet. You start monitoring your flight. Now, one of the most important application you should have on your phone for you to start imagining, even as you're saving towards it, is to have this Google Flights, so you can search your routes and you can turn on the price alert. The apps will notify you when the fare drops, so you know when to book, so you book smartly. But be flexible with your dates if you can, because flying on a Tuesdays, like I said before, on Wednesdays is almost always cheaper than Friday or Sunday. So look for flights with one stopover. They are often significantly cheaper than direct routes. And the layovers is usually 2 to 4 hours. Like I said, the layovers that are usually between 2 to 4 hours. Hello?
Hello?
Hello, good afternoon. Your name and where you're calling from?
Akinola by name. I'm calling from Sokam area.
Mr. Kionla, good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Please, I want to make a clarification on something. about this insurance something you are talking about. This travel insurance, are we going to get it from the bank or from insurance company? I just want to get clarification on it. That's what I'm calling for.
Okay, you're not going to get travel insurance from bank. You get it, yeah. The agent that works for you will help you around that travel insurance. Because yeah, there are places it depends on what you want to do, and if it's for international, there are agencies that covers for internationally with all flights. So when you have any problem with your luggage or your ticket or anything, you can easily report. Most people, when their luggage is missing, they don't even have what to do because they don't have the insurance.
Okay. There's one other question, please.
Okay.
Sorry for bothering with the question.
No, you're not.
I know there are issues with websites because you can always have fake websites for there can be duplicated websites for original websites. How do we know the one that belongs to a particular country? Because my friend had this one time, he had a scholarship with Mother Teresa Foundation.
Okay.
So then there was that was not the period of GSM or it was a period of land phone.
Okay.
All the documentation he was receiving, he was responding to them. But the moment he got to the payment level, he paid like this. That was the end of the whole thing. And it was a website too.
Okay.
The application was done on website, then it was in the University of Ibadan. And he happened to be one of the winners.
Those are...
I jacked or I don't even know.
Oh no, there are... Okay, if you are working with a website, yes, if they send you a link on your mail thinking that it is a website, it's important that you look at the website name clearly. If it's a scam, it will have a letter that is different from that name. It will look real, but not. But the most important thing to be safe is to go to Google and type in the website yourself. Do not follow any link, because at times fraud, some things are being embedded in link that you cannot see. So immediately you click, it gets all your information, your card information and everything. So it is always important that you type in the address yourself. Do not click any link that you're not sure of. Okay, does that answer your questions? All right, you're welcome.
Yes, thank you.
Okay, thank you so much for your call. All right.
To know, we read, review, and guide your way. Learning and travel, side by side each day. Oh, travel with ease. Learn it right. Education and travel simplified. Travel with ease. They are now books that teach you all you should know. We read, review, and guide your way. Learning and travel, side by side each day. Oh, travel with ease. Learn it right. Education and travel simplified. Travel with ease.
All right, if you're just tuning in, it's still Travel with Ease on JDN Radio 101.5 FM. And thank you, Mr. Akiola, for your call. And for that questions of travel insurance, we have insurance company that can help you, travel agencies can help you, and so many others, depending on the type of insurance that you want. So right about now, before I continue, we'll go for a commercial break. When I come back, we'll finish up. It's still Travel with Ease on your down 101.5 FM.
Travel with ease.
You are listening to JDN 101.5 FM. Broadcasting for all.
you ready for an experience like no other? Visit the all-new Kakamfo Inn and Conference Center, completely transformed. Our newly renovated rooms and elegant halls are designed for your ultimate comfort. Host your grand event in the largest, coolest hall in southwest Nigeria, the majestic, newly upgraded Leko Are Hall, sitting 2,500 guests, equipped with brand new air conditioners. You can also keep fit in our state-of-the-art, newly renovated gym, unwind at our vibrant bar, refresh in our indoor pool, or pamper yourself with rejuvenating spa services. Be it business or a blissful getaway, Kakamfo Inn delivers exceptional service in a truly refreshed setting. Located at number 1 Niinola Street, off Joyce B Road, Ibadan. Don't just visit Ibadan. Experience its finest in newly renovated style. Call Kakamfo Inn and Conference Center now at 0705-582-8309. Kakamfo Inn and Conference Center. Just stunning, newly renovated escape awaits.
Your child came home top of their class, confident, and already building a skill for the future. That's what Top Mount Schools delivers. From crack to secondary, your child gets the attention, structure, and support they need to succeed. And for busy parents, our boarding program keeps your child focused, supervised, and never falling behind while you focus on work. Admissions are now open into crèche, nursery, primary, and secondary with full burden facilities. Top Mount Schools offers tutorial classes for WAEC and NECO. We handle structure, we help shape their future. Admissions are now open and spaces are filling fast. Call 0703-209-1405, 0703-209-1405, or visit topmountschoolsng.com. Located at Zenith Estate, Ojuaro, Olondaba, Akobo, Ibadan. Top Mount Schools, empowering minds, shaping futures.
Everything top level.
Discover the ultimate in comfort and class at Bon Hotel, Cabo, Ibadan's finest luxury destination, located on Labanji Ayola Street, New Bodija, Ibadan. Whether it's a premium room or fully serviced apartment, Bon Hotel, Cabo, New Bodija is your true home away from home. Enjoy our world-class amenities. Udua swimming pool with kids safety jackets, a conference hall, meeting room, a private bar, and a lively karaoke to vibe and unwind. Bon Hotel, Cabo, New Bodija is more than a stay. It is an experience designed for your comfort and relaxation. Don't just visit Ibadan. Book your stay now. Call 091-5500-4800. That is 091-5500-4800. Bon Hotel, Cabo, New Bodija. Your world-class experience awaits.
JDN Radio 101.5 FM, broadcasting for all. Open your mind, see the world with ease. Learn as you try.
Welcome back. It's still Travel with Ease on your dial 101.5 FM. So I was just talking about booking your flight smartly, and I said that you should have the Google Flight so that it's going to give you notification once the fare of the flight drops it. So make sure you book when you found a good price and your travel fund is ready. Don't wait for cheaper forever because prices changes daily. So you check for the one that is very good and affordable for you as at that moment. Then the next step is for you to book your accommodation wisely. That is, you can use the booking.com, you can use the Airbnb, and you can use any other alternative that you can find. And this can help you to filter your price ranges, the guest rating, and all. And also, when you are booking, look for the places that offer free cancellation first. It's important because this will give you flexibility. Do not go and book for accommodation that you cannot cancel. Look for where you can cancel at any time. And make sure you read their recent reviews and pay attention to what guests says about the cleanliness, the safety, and the location. And another thing is that you should prioritize your accommodation. Should be centrally located, even if it costs slightly more, because it will save you far more on transport. If where you'll be staying will be centrally located to your older destinations, it will pay you more. So if possible, choose somewhere which with kitchen access. It will save you enormously on food costs. The one that has food access, you can easily get something to eat. And also make sure you plan your days loosely. You don't need minute by minute itinerary. You don't actually need that, but you can plan it in a way that it will save you time. You don't waste your time and money figuring out on the spot to need to go each day on your trip. Make sure that each day you want to go, just write them down. Then that day you're going to figure them out. So you must make sure that you have one main activity or destination that you are going. Remember that you are spending money on this, so you cannot just waste your time not planning, just there sleeping and not leaving. We have some people, they'll just go there and they sleep for 2 days, maybe 7 days, and on the third day they are ready to eat the road. So if you are that kind of person, you can take time to relax. And another thing is you should prepare for the ground. What do I mean by that? The week before you travel, make sure you download the necessary apps that you'll be needing for that destination, that it will work. The one that will work for your flight, that will give you alerts, that will give you notification. The one for your ride, the particular ride that you think it's happening, then make sure you download them before time. If you need a local SIM card for there or preparation, make sure you get all of that. You need to prepare. It is always cheaper than international roaming when you get their local SIM card. Then make sure you carry a currency of that particular place that you are going, or better still, international card that you can transact between different currencies. You can do exchange rates very fast. And pack lights, pack smart. You don't need to pack everything you have in your wardrobe. You don't have to do that. So pack smart and pack lights. And the last thing is you should track your spending on the trip. Every day of your trip, take 5 minutes before bed to record what you have spent. It's important. It will help you. It will really help you. Then make sure that you show up fully and enjoy every moment. This point is where you put down your phone and you look around and be present. Travel is not in photo opportunity. Immerse yourself in the culture, in the food, in the environment, in the aura. Those are what is important when you travel. And learning languages from strangers. Try to talk to them. Try to get familiar. Try to get friendly. And I will be rounding it up this afternoon because before I let you go, I need you to hear this, that there is someone listening to this program right now, and you are dreaming about traveling for years. You've told yourself it is too expensive, and you've told yourself it is not the right time. You've told yourself it is for other people, it is not for me. I'm here to tell you directly, personally, and sincerely that it is for you. Don't plan for another time. As you see, the world right now is not reserved for the wealthy. It is not reserved for the connected or the fortunate. It is open. It is waiting. And with the right knowledge and with the right plan, which you have now, there is absolutely nothing standing between you and the trip of your life, except one decision. And that decision is for you to make that decision today. Now we'll be wrapping it up right now, and for you that is thinking I want to travel, it's not for me, it is for you. With the right information, with everything in place, you can see that you can actually travel on a low budget. And we'll be calling it the wrap on the program this afternoon on Travel with Ease on JDN Radio 101.5 FM. And this is your travel companion on radio. And this program would not have been made possible or even a reality without everyone behind closed doors, behind the scenes that are making this a reality for you to listen. And I will be start by thanking the producers of this program, from Yeye BC Duro Sharo to Joy Akinlolu, AISHAT, OYEDELE, and Olabode Makinwa. To those making it possible to hear me, over 2.5 million people listening to us in the city of Ibadan, Nigeria, the Payset, and even beyond. That is to Big Ben Fadipe and Kayode Olawi. To my studio manager, that is Oladimeji Spy. He has been with me all the way through. And to those that made it possible to see us on all our socials and everywhere, That is to Emmanuel, to Samuel, to Toyib, to Abib, and also to Deborah and Olatu. Though they are not here with us, but they are always part of the team. And to every one of you that have listened, that are speak to one or two things that is important. We say a very big thank you, and to Mr. Kiola from Ososami that asked our questions about fake websites and also about travel insurance. We say a big thank you to you, and to everyone that has always been tuning in every time, picking one or two things, learning, and you find out at the time it's gone and you're unable to call in. We say a very big thank you to you as well. Do not forget that right about now another program is coming in, which is Ilera Loro, and do not miss it for anything in the world, because the topic today is going to be superb. I remain Abiodre Samson. To those that have dropped their messages on Facebook, we say a very big thank you to you. I remain Abiodre Samson till I see you again next week for another interesting episode on Travel With Ease. Till then, make sure you get the right knowledge so you make that travel plans today.
Learning and travel side by side each day. Oh, travel with ease. Learn it right. Education and travel.
JDN Radio 101.5 FM, broadcasting for all.